But when I step forward, I can actually be a little bit further away to make contact. So we're going to... All right, guys, so welcome back. Today we're going to be getting into blunt objects, talking about how to strike with them. We'll have our introduction a little bit later. What are you guys doing? Stand up. Come on. All right. Sorry about that, guys. They're getting lazy on me. So don't be lazy. We're going to have some fun with some chairs today. So if you guys need chairs, you're not sitting in them. You're going to be behind them having some fun. So go ahead, get a chair right now. Give yourself some room. What we're going to do with the first warm-up, we're going to do 1 minute of shadow boxing. You're going to use your chair kind of as your opponent. So you're going to simply just move around the chair, just striking, using them, okay, as the gauge of where your threat would be, your opponent would be. So you're just striking, boom. Okay, just covering, moving around. And this is where we're hitting. So here we go, 1 minute. Hopefully you guys got a chair. If not, you can set down a sweatshirt, pillow, anything, and use it that way too. But for the other workouts, it would be helpful if you guys had a chair. Ready? And begin. Go. So when you throw kick, just make sure you clear it. Kind of like hitting different targets on the human. So on a human, that is good. Good. Notice they're constantly moving around, not staying in one spot. Hands are up, all of their basics are there. Working the strikes, the combatives, they know. That's what we want to see. Good job, guys. That's it. Almost done. Keep going. Just warm it up. Over-exaggerate a couple of those strikes. Really stretch out. That's time. Next workout we're going to do is a decline push-up. So if you do not have a chair, you can use your couch. If you feel comfortable putting your feet on your wall, putting your feet on stairs, stacking up books, whatever you can do to make sure that you're at a slight decline. So you're going to put your feet, okay, onto the chair here. All right, and you're just going to simply be doing decline push-ups. Doing a deeper push-up than we normally do. So David over here will kind of do more of the beginner one. He's just going to be holding. Brian over here will do a little bit more advanced. He's going to be going all the way down, all the way up. And guys, do as many as you can. If you need to stop and hold, that's totally fine. We're going to go for 1 minute. Ready? And begin. Go. So you can get a good pace. Go nice and slow. That's fine too. When you get tired, just hold. So you're just challenging yourself, guys, getting stronger, reaching those fitness goals that you set for yourself. That's it. Keep working. So one thing, don't have a rolly chair, computer chair, something like that. Probably not going to be the best thing when you're doing this. Almost there. Come on. Hold it. Get that belly up just a little bit. Keep that back straight. Come on, Brian. You got this. Keep going. Few more. That's it. Almost there. Time. We're now going to go to an incline sit-up. So we're just going to reverse the position. So you're going to have your chair. Go put your feet on it. Once again, if you don't have a chair, you can put your feet on a couch, put them on a wall, anything. Have a little bit of a gap. And what you're going to do is you're going to sit up and you're going to touch the chair. Okay, touching the chair. Right there. All right, so here we go. Incline sit-ups. Ready. And begin. 1 minute here. Good. The further you reach, the harder it's going to be. Sit all the way up, all the way down. Up Up and down, up and down. Nice, keep it going. Have to keep that chair stable, part of the workout. A little difficult. Good. Guys at home, always push yourself, always challenge yourself. Try to crank out as many as you can. We're almost there. Time. All right, our last workout. These are going to be what we call step-ups. Now, like I said, make sure it's something stable that you can use. You're going to bring one knee up, okay, and you're just going to jump up and you're going to switch your feet here. Now, if that is too difficult for you, you can just go to high knees. That's fine too. But I want you guys to try to challenge yourself, going, stepping up, stepping up. Now, one thing you need to be careful of is making sure that you clear this, because you might kick your chair over. It's not going to be good when you try to switch your feet. So make sure we bring it up high enough, jumping and switching. Okay, don't get too close, because that's a lot of times when you'll catch your foot on the bottom. So 1 minute, here we go, doing step-ups. And begin warming up those legs. Like I said, if this is too difficult, you're having a hard time, just go to high knees right here. That's fine too. This is just a little bit more advanced version because you're getting your knees higher than normal. Once again, make sure it's a sturdy chair. All right, that way you don't want it rolling out from underneath you. Good, switching his feet, jumping up, awesome job. That's it. Good, good, good. How are we doing over here? Nice and fast, get a good pace going. There it is, good. Remember guys, work, work, work at home. Challenge yourself, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Try to crank it out till the end, let's go. Come on, push, 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 push. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Finish strong. You're almost there. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And time. All right, so now we're going to use the chair to kind of help us stretch or to even catch our breath too. What we're going to do first is we're going to kind of just use this chair for balance, doing our front stretch kicks, alternating left and right, changing our angle. And begin. So just placing one hand, going from the right side to the left side of the chair. Couple more. Last one. All right, so now we're going to use the chair. It's kind of as if we were to put our hands against the wall, just stretching, alternating left and right, stretching out our calves. Go ahead and do that now. There we go. Remember, hold for about 3 to 5 seconds, and you switch on your own. And good. All right, so this next one, we have, normally if you have a chair, you have a couple different levels you can go with this, just doing a good hamstring stretch. If you need to, if this is as high as you can get your leg, that's fine. You're going to reach down to the floor right here. If you can get your leg a little bit higher up, place it on the end of the chair, that's fine. Just understand not to put too much weight because it will come towards you. Okay, so but if you just want a deeper stretch, got to have good balance right there. Ready? And go. So we're going to put it on there, and then both hands will go to the side. Reaching down. Hold a couple more seconds. 3, 2, and switch other leg. And go. That's it. 3 more seconds. 2, 1, and time. All right, there goes that chair. So, remember guys, if you need to stretch a little bit more, have any injuries, go ahead and do so now. Now we're going to dive in and kind of talk about what blunt objects are. A blunt object is something that we can hold that's going to be a solid object that we can strike with. Now, these can range all over the map as far as different things that we can find in our everyday lives. Behind me we have a couple, and I'll just briefly talk about them. But before I do so, I want you guys to understand being aware of your surroundings. If I can find an improvised weapon in a deadly situation or someone trying to hurt me, that's what I want to do. I want to make sure that I can find it and use it. So what we're going to do is with these objects, and when we talk about them, we're going to teach you guys not only how to defend against them, but also how to use them and strike with them in these next couple classes. So a lot of good stuff coming at you. First and foremost, okay, very, very traditional, what we call a collie stick or a screama stick. There's a Filipino martial art that goes with this, and a lot of cool things that come through just your traditional, 3 foot, 4 foot, 2 foot stick, somewhere in there. Blunt objects can range in size. Anything that's solid that you can whip around and hit with. So very popular. You can get these for training fairly cheap. Some of them can be very, very expensive just depending on the quality that you get. So if you guys have one, great, you can use it. If not, a couple other things that we have. Very famous also, okay, some asps or batons. Okay, we have these. There's collapsible ones. All right, so just your very generic ones, $10, pretty expensive. You can find them on the internet. Also, like keychain collapsible batons, little ones that you guys can have, spring-loaded. All right. Now, some states and laws that are going to require that you go through a course before you carry them. So make sure you look at your local laws before you ever purchase one of these, making sure that you are allowed to have one. Okay, a couple other things that, if we're in our everyday life, all right, if you have children, they're toys. I know it seems kind of silly. Rock out on the Elmo guitar, turn around, use it. Okay, nice, solid plastic something. Yes, it's probably going to break, but at least it gives you a chance to break it over them. All right, a couple other things. Maybe we're not going to use a plastic toy. Maybe we're in the kitchen. Nice, solid cast iron skillet. Something that we, maybe a little bit heavier. You may have lighter ones, but swinging this around, using it. Okay, very solid. Another great blunt object to use. All right, coming up, maybe you're in the garage, tool shed, outside, a hammer, okay, a wrench, things like that, your everyday tools, using these to strike with and learning. So, these are all just examples of things in your everyday life that you can find if you do, find yourself in that situation to where you need something, that improvised weapon, striking with it, using it to get free. All right, the bathroom, I'm going to tell you the one that I fear the most, a plunger. Okay, somebody comes at me with the plunger, I may second guess that. You don't know where that plunger's been. So the list goes on and on. One thing that you should do when you're out in your everyday life and you're shopping, okay, you're out in the yard, you're in your house, what do you see that could be an improvised weapon? What when you're at the store, what would be the first thing that you grab if you found yourself in a situation? So those are just going to help you, with your training and putting your head on that swivel, looking around. Great things to think about. And lastly, one of my personal favorites, I have quite a few of these in my house as well. Didn't bring one today to show you guys, but a broken golf club. Golf clubs they have a great handle. They're meant to move and whip around fast. They're lightweight, but they're meant to be strong. Okay, when you break off the club head, you have that jagged edge at the end, so very effective, easy to just kind of place around. You guys can have those in your home. Another great tool, just kind of placing them out. Fire pokers, I mean, the list goes on and on and on of different blunt objects. So if you can find something, we're going to go ahead and get started just talking about a couple different strikes. Okay, make sure you give yourself plenty of room. I'll let you borrow this one. There you go. All right, or you guys, may have one. I know over here, David, he's treating this like Lucille. It's his baby. All right, if you watch Walking Dead, you got that joke. If not, you need to check it out. But, all right, so now what we're going to talk about, guys, is a couple, just two basic strikes, or horizontal strikes, if you will. So striking from side to side, almost like you're giving somebody a hug and we're opening back up. Now, key thing, the way that I like to teach this is whatever hand you're going to carry this in, we're going to have that foot forward. So what happens here is when I'm facing him, now I'm going to be a little bit further away. So right now I could hit him. So I'm going to move back a little bit. I don't have the longest blunt object in the world, but to give myself even more reach, I'm going to step forward. When I step forward, I'm able to make contact. So now I can actually scoot back a little bit more and then come through to strike. When I step back, I put myself out of range, and that actually forces me to get closer as if I'm in punching range. So when we throw our cross, we talk about it being our backhand, so we have to reach for it. Well, same thing here. If it's in my backhand, I have to be relatively close to make contact. But when I step forward, I can actually be a little bit further away to make contact. So we're going to step forward. If you're right hand dominant, put your right foot forward. Left hand dominant, put your left foot forward. So like I said, we're just talking about our horizontal strikes today. So we're just going to kind of close like we're reaching around somebody, and then we're whipping back open. So it's that hooking motion and then coming back. And every time you strike, think about a whip. Okay, so we're whipping across and then coming back. Notice our other hands are up. 1, 2. Striking. 1, 2. Okay, just coming across. 1, 2. A couple more. 1, 2. Last one. 1, 2. All right, switching. Now, we're going to go to the other side. Another little thing. How about that real quick? I'll take care of her, I promise. When we're holding, okay, we don't necessarily want to hold at the bottom and have it flush with our hand, because if we do make contact, sometimes that can fly out. You want to give yourself a little bit of wiggle room. Think about holding with 2 hands and then releasing. So you have an inch or 2 on the bottom, just so that way we have a little bit more slack there. Okay, our hand can slide a little bit, because if it starts to slide out, it's going to pop right out, like I said, if it's flush. So making sure we just have a little bit of wiggle room there. So here we go, going the other way now. So we're closing and then opening up. 1, 2. Just doing our horizontal strikes, striking, keeping that other hand open. Coming across. 1, 2. Going fast. Boom, boom. 1, 2. All right, so a couple little combos and things that we can do, and I'll just show it on Brian here. Borrow yours. A little bit longer, they can see it. So we're going to talk about going high and then going low. So where am I hitting? So when we come across, aiming for that neck, that carotid artery, that jawline. I mean, you could potentially, on our high strike, even hit the ribs, okay, depending on how, they're positioned and whatnot, what kind of stance they're in. So coming across, hitting the neck, like I said, the jaw. But we're doing a basic combo, going high, and then we're coming back, going low, going to the knee, going to the inside of the leg. Not so much, going to the hip or anything, but maybe hitting the common peroneal or the femoral artery that's on the inside, kind of like when you throw a round kick. Great areas to hit also. Okay, if you're really low, you find yourself on the ground hitting the side of the ankle. All right, so this combo, we're going to go high and then going low. All right, so here we go. So this is just going to be a flow one. So we're closing, going high, and then we're reopening, going low. So again, high, low. Again, high and low. One more time. High, low. Switching it up, other side. Ready? And high and low. High, low. High, low. High, low. Last one. High and low. All right. So another variation of this. We're going to go low then high. We're going to do a small little tweak on this. So instead of following through, we're going to do what we call hit and retract. So I'm going to hit low, but I'm going to then retract and then come across and follow through. So we're going to hit, retract, following through. All right, so go ahead and put in your dominant hand. So instead of closing all the way, remember, we're going to hit and retract. So 1 low and then 2 is high as we close. Okay, so we're basically doing the same strike on this one. We're closing both of them. Okay, so ready, and hit and retract, boom, bring it back, and then strike again high. Hit and retract low, and going across. And low, boom, coming back. One more time, low, hit and retract, and then coming up high. Switching sides. All right, now, we're going to be opening up this time. So you're going to open up, hit and retract, and then follow through. So we're doing that second strike that we did. So we're already in close. Okay, we're covering up. Hit and retract, boom, bring it back, going up high. Ready again, hit and retract, going up high. Again, go, hit, retract, up high. Last one, and go. All right. So those are just a couple things with your horizontal strikes, hitting high, hitting low, hit and retract. You can play with it, do different combinations. I can hit, retract, 1, 2, high, low, high. The list goes on and on. It's just like kickboxing, our combos there, going on and on and on and putting them all together.